What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're here for another new episode of the College Football Revamped Rebuilds in NCAA 14. I'm on a little bit of 2022 NFL Draft fever. Load up this game, trying to do a Liberty rebuild. Malik Willis getting a lot of hype right now as a potential first-round quarterback in 2022. Getting that Trey Lance hype train, small school QB. To find out Liberty's not in the game, at least the game version that I have, which was crippling and kind of frustrating because I was like, this is going to be an awesome video. So we had to pivot. And you know what? As much hype as the man that you probably already saw in the thumbnail is getting, I still don't think he's, a little bit unknown. Sam Howell, quarterback from North Carolina, depending on what sites you're looking at, he could be QB1 in 2022. And it still just feels like, there's more people still talking about Slovis from USC. More people still talk about Spencer Rattler from Oklahoma. I get there may be bigger schools, but Howell's really damn good. So can't do Malik Willis just yet. Hopefully there's an update where I can figure out how to get Liberty. But North Carolina, good second opportunity. Really fun looking roster, by the way. So absolutely no problem pivoting to a North Carolina rebuild as we look to continue just to keep getting successful rebuilds and winning national championships. And then today we get to put a little bit of focus on one of the most popular names ahead of that 2022 NFL draft, the 2021 college football season. And this is your North Carolina Sam Howell rebuild. He's an 89 overall for only a sophomore. Hopefully we can keep him to a senior. But he's going to be really damn good, which, hey, that's what we're doing it for. You look at the running back room here, probably one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football. We have Javonte Williams, 97, and Michael Carter, 95. Javonte Williams, pretty much college football Nick Chubb. Michael Carter, do it all, more the receiving back, change of pace back. But combined, they were outstanding. I remember, and I will always remember, North Carolina against Miami last year, and Javonte Williams and Michael Carter were literally unstoppable against a defense that the Miami Hurricanes have multiple guys that are going to the NFL. Jalen Phillips was there. Quincy Roche was there. They didn't have Rousseau, but they had Bubba Bolden. Did not look particularly good, and he's one of the hyped-up safeties for that 2022 class. So, really, really excited for that. But again, these guys are in the NFL right now, so we're not going to have them long-term in this rebuild as they are both seniors. Looking at the wide receiver room, De'Ami Brown, one of the better deep threats. Not a pure burner. I mean, that 94 speed's kind of generous, but he is really good. Good deep threat, and absolutely will be good for us as Sam Howell's wide receiver one. We have Daz Newsome, also very solid, very productive receiver. Actually, a little bit surprised you only got an 87 overall. Corral is 86. Got a bunch, freshman here for Brown, 79. Simmons is a sophomore, 878. One thing you do notice when you go through this North Carolina roster, a lot of guys, high 70s, that are freshmen and sophomores. So this is going to be a team that's not only going to be competitive year one, they're going to be competitive year 2, year 3, year 4. For sure with the guys that are on this roster. Tight end, not an outstanding position. More excited about Morales there, the freshman 75. He has a high ceiling. Offensive line, also not as good as I thought they would be potentially. We got 79, 87, 83, 85, and 87 across the board, which is not bad, but given how dominant their run game was last year, I thought it could have been higher. Defensively, solid. I think this is a defense that has more upside than as they are right now because there's a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, a lot of true freshmen. And this guy here, Jalil Taylor, greatest build out of anybody in college football. 5'11", 320 pounds. Got that Puna Ford build. 78 overall. We have Tamori Fox, 81. I think his brother is a really high-rated linebacker on our squad. Vohasek at D-tackle. It's a solid D-line. Not elite by any means. Linebacking core gets a little bit better. Hopper here, 81. Middle linebacker, we have Chaz Surratt, 94 overall. He ended up going to, where'd he go, Minnesota? That was really good value there. Converted quarterback, tackle machine. We have Jeremiah Gemmel, I believe that's how it's pronounced, 83. He was solid as well. Anytime I watched North Carolina play, both these guys were making plays all over the field. And Gemmel is absolutely a player that if you are a team that's in need of a linebacker next year, take note. He's going to be a guy to watch for next year's draft in 2022. And then we have Timon Fox, 87 overall, more of a pass rusher. He's going to be really solid. Then we got a 78 freshman. Awesome. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, another thing that we have, he's not here right now. They have Miles Murphy, who's like one of the top recruits in all of college football as a true freshman as well. Hopefully we can find a way to get him involved as a true freshman because I'm not going to redshirt him or anything like that. Finishing up with the secondary, we got this guy, Storm Duck, first team all-name. We got the Canadian Patrice Rene, which is nice. McMichael is solid. Morrison is solid. Don Chapman productive for a sophomore as well. We got more sophomore. Like you can just see, we don't have a bunch of 90+ overall guys on the defense, but we do have a lot of guys that are very early in their college football careers, and the sky is the limit for how good this defense is going to be in 2-3 years' time. When it comes to recruiting, well, we are Mac Jones, so our skill tree is, or Mac Brown, sorry. We are Mac Brown, and our skill tree is very developed. He's done it, been there, done that, Texas most notably. So that's kind of good. We don't have to worry about developing our skill tree too much. But I will say I was kind of surprised with our recruiting board. I thought there'd be more 5 stars and 4 stars that would have, UNC as one of their top schools. But here's our board. We are getting a lot of 4s and 5s. These we're going to try to swing on. A couple 3s on the offensive line. 5-star athlete, number 1 athlete, currently leading for him, which is good. And we're able to toss him the full 700. Number 6 athlete, 5-star, 6'6", 246, probably a defensive player. Maybe an offensive lineman. Let's see the scouting here. This guy is going to be probably a defensive end in our... Maybe... Wait, what? How do you... he's a linebacker then. 6'6", 246. And we're getting 75 man coverage. 71... what the hell is this guy? Okay, well, I definitely need to land Nate Jackson just so I can see what position that's going to be. That is... okay. Very insane skill set. He has the Liam Neeson of a very good, small, select set of skills. So either way, year 1 for North Carolina with our running back attack. Definitely want to be competitive. We're starting out number 18. Let's see where we can finish. Okay, that's about in line with... I didn't think we were going to go undefeated. I do want to see who we lost to. But we are in the championship game here against Clemson. The battle of 11-1s does not look like, unfortunately... These are some shitty rankings for only 1 loss. So, first of all, who beat us? That's kind of what I want to see. We lost... What? East Carolina? We lost to East Carolina? East Carolina is holding us over from competing most likely for a national championship here. But I will say, even just being a 1-loss team, 11-1... outside the top 10 for Clemson, that's kind of crazy, dude. Clemson 11-1. There's no way in any reality that if Clemson is 11-1, they are not at worst top 5. And I mean, you got Army down here 11-1. They're slanging it. But yeah, we got 11-1 Miami ahead of us. Iowa State, Florida's 11-1. Notre Dame's 11-1. Cincinnati's undefeated. Indiana, Penix Jr. at quarterback, undefeated, and Bama is undefeated. So we could see some shuffling here. Bama could lose to Florida. Indiana could lose to Northwestern. I think that's who it is. But yeah, this is a weird year, man. We'll throw it up to just a really weird season. Looking at our regular season stats, Sam Howell, the man of the hour, kind of, average. We'll round that up. Be generous. 3,000 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's a solid year, not great. He's up to a 94 overall. Devontae Williams over 1,000 yards, 11 tutties. We got 7 and 8 there from Michael Carter, 350 and 5 from Sam Howell. Just 40 yards-ish shy for Diami Brown, going over 1,000 yards. Defensive side, Hopper led the team 85, tackles 16 TFLs. We got 4.5 sacks. Tamari Fox, we got 3 picks. Trey Morrison. So no real standout performers, so being completely honest. That's a little bit underwhelming. I am happy with 11-1, and it will be pretty cool if we can get a meaningful bowl game and hopefully carry some momentum into year 2 of the rebuild. But we got to beat Clemson first. And we're going to the Orange Bowl. We were able to knock off Clemson. We'll get a box score there. We're going to the Orange Bowl against Oklahoma. Got an ACC championship. So, I mean, it's could have been a lot worse. Well, being the best team in our division, or a conference, whatever you want to call it, and, still being competitive, that's not bad. It's just a really weird season, man. To be 12-1 and still out of the top 5 is I don't know. Don't usually see that. I haven't seen that. But Sam Howell outdueled Trevor Lawrence. Could this have been a battle of future first overall picks? First franchise QB off the board. Howell was solid. 227, 2 touchdowns, had 1 pick, over 100 yards for Javonte Williams, almost over 100 yards for Michael Carter. De'Ami Brown, over 100 yards. So all of our star players were on full display in this one. We got Spotsville Storm Duck with an interception, 2 picks on Trevor Lawrence. which is good. So yeah, again, let's just see if we can get a nice bowl victory, take that momentum, maybe a little bit of boost in our overall ranking to start year 2 of this rebuild off. Maybe as a top 5 school. All right, Orange Bowl is coming to North Carolina. We got a bowl of oranges beating Oklahoma 38-21. Just, hey, dominate them to be complete. And again, this is a murderer's row for Sam Howell. Because Sam Howell just took out Trevor Lawrence, and then we're going up against really the QBs that could be in contention for the first overall pick in the 2022 draft. And Rattler did not look impressive. 267, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And then we know what Sam Howell did. Lights out. 260 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Again, dominant performance. Javonte Williams and Michael Carter. De'Ami Brown, 79 yards, 2 tutties. Defensively, Hopper had a hell of a game. Fox had a hell of a game. Very happy with this performance, man. It's not a national championship, but we finished number 6 in the polls. And again, hopefully that gives us a little bit of juice as we gear up for year 2. Okay, players leaving for first year. This is a little bit annoying because I was, kind of gassing up the amount of depth we had at certain positions. And West at linebacker, Biggers at safety. Those are losses I was not anticipating happening, but I mean, it does happen. It does happen. Surratt, De'Ami Brown, Javonte Williams, Newsome, Fox, all getting drafted. The disrespect on Michael Carter to not even have him with a draftable grade. But hey, God damn it, I'm genuinely a little bit annoyed that we lost some of these guys. Fuck. Our first signing day went very, very well for North Carolina. I don't know off the top of my head where they usually end up finished with their ranks, but top 15, I will absolutely take that with 2 5-stars and 6 4-star recruits. You're looking at this, only 3 other schools had more 5 stars, USC, Alabama, Georgia. What else is new? They pretty much have bigger bank accounts to pay those players to come. I went hard on just one guy at the end there, but look at this. We got athletes, Willie White, just good night, man. Good night. And this is the guy, though. Nate Jackson. I got to figure out where this guy's going to play. But very, very happy with this recruiting class. Might be the best recruiting class we'll have this whole rebuild. All right, let's just see here. I gotta squeeze in. What the hell position is this guy playing? We got 79 D end. He could be an outside linebacker. I'm going to make him an outside. We need depth there. Whew. All right, so we're here year number 2 for North Carolina. Before we do anything, I got to show you this wide receiver that I'm going to try and get, and his name's Ryan. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna try and get this guy. You know what? We don't need a fullback. Even though this fullback looks unreal, we're going to drop Vernon Howard. We're going to drop the points going to the fullback. I don't need a QB. And we're going to go all in here, as many as we can. 350 on Ryan from Palm Bay, Florida. Someone that's typical Florida man that you'd see in a newspaper. That is his son. That's who they would decide to name them. Look at our squad, though. We're opening up as number 7 in the poll. Sam Howell up to a perfect 99 overall. We're going to need every bit of that this season to try and run the gauntlet. Obviously, a massive drop-off in the talent at running back with no more Javonte Williams or Michael Carter. Still solid backs, but nothing, a little bit concerning for sure. Corral 92 at wide receiver. Caffrey Brown, 85. Emery Simmons, 83. I mean, we have a lot of depth at wide receiver, but only really one playmaker. Tight end, 82. O-line, we had 84, 94, 87, 90, and 91. So hopefully the more talented offensive line helps out the least talented running backs if you're comparing last year to this year. 83, 85, and 85 on the D-line. It's solid. Linebacking core, Hopper, our leading tackler from a year ago, is back. He's up to an 85. Gemmel, 89, which is solid. Evans, 84, which is also solid. We have Morrison, Storm Duck, and Kyler McMichael. Really good secondary, much like the wide receiver room. A lot of depth there. You know what I am going to do, though, just because I don't want this guy to leave. I'm going to flip Rucker for the big 5-star recruit, Miles Murphy. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna put Miles. I don't want him transferring. So we're going to put him there, and then we're going to look at the D-line, and I want Thick Boy there to be going on the D-line. Where's he at? Where's all 5'11" of them? There we go. Taylor, 5'11". Let's put him in there, man. He's 323. He's built like a nose tackle. We're going to put him on there. So, yeah, the rest of the secondary, corners look good. Safeties, Chapman 89, 85 there for Cameron Kelly. Very happy, very excited with this team. And while we may not have the superstar talent, the skill position spots, Howell's a little bit better, and the rest of the team, just from top to bottom, is a little bit better. Got to run the gauntlet, though. Got to go 12-0. It starts right now. All right, I already know there's some bullshit here. I saw we lost to Duke and Georgia Tech. It's not where you're going to want. We had 3 losses. The good news is, hopefully Sam Howell doesn't declare. And he comes back for a senior. There's no way he's going to want to go out like this, right? No way, right? 3 losses. Like I said, I don't even want to look at it. I know he lost to Duke. Should never have. Look, it's right there. Should never have happened. I couldn't tell you right now one player on Duke. And is what it is, man. Howell, 3rd in the country in passing yards. Outstanding season. 39 touchdowns, 5 picks. Run game wasn't terrible. Almost 1,000 yards. I mean, we had the offensive line to back it up. Corrales, huge season. 98 catches, 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns. I don't really know where we had more sacks than we had last year. Same amount of intercept. I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. It's what makes college football so awesome. Is that, any given week, you never know. And when you lose in college football, it's doom and gloom. Not like the NFL. You could lose 5 games in the NFL and still go on to win the Super Bowl. You lose 1, even 2 games, especially in this era where there's no college football playoff. You're kind of doomed. So we're here, not even playing it for the conference championship. Let's figure out whatever lame bowl game is. Everything right now is just, for the love of God, Sam Howell, come back for your senior season. So at the end of the year, we have new records. Sam Howell broke Mitchell Trubisky's single-season passing yards record. Same with his own record for touchdowns with 43. And career touchdowns. Oh, my God. This is already setting itself up. Corrales also had an outstanding year, beating Keem Nicks. There's a name I haven't heard. Beat Diami Brown there as well. We won the Duke Mayo. But when you start seeing all of those accolades, it just makes you feel like, oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. We were able to win, Cheez-it Bowl over Iowa, 38-35. Exciting game for sure. In this game, we had for Sam Howell, 4 touchdowns, no picks. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Still good enough to win. Don't leave. Don't leave. If I wouldn't get copyrighted, there'd be a Blink-182 song coming in right now. Bringing it live from the Sips so you can get the real reaction. Here we go. No idea. Don't be going. And if you are going, please be like a 3rd rounder. He's not going! Yes, sir! We got him coming back. Corrales and Tucker, the only seniors projected to get drafted. We are, Gemmel, he's going. He was really good for us. Morrison at corner. Anderson at center, solid. But we have Howell for 1 more year. That's all you can ask for. Our recruit class was solid. Wasn't, as good as last year. We went from 15 down to 23. Still got a 5-star. 7 4-stars. Obviously the CPU got some auto there. But, quality over quantity was definitely our approach. Went heavy on the offensive line. Missed out on 2 edge rushers, which is kind of what I need. I needed 1 for the minimums, but still happy with what we got. We got 2 really good interior linemen there, 77s across the board. 81 tight end, which is huge. Wasn't really in need, but he's really interested. And then we have Crum here who's going to go on the, I think he's most likely going to be a corner, which is a good addition to our secondary. This is it. I'm not going to say it's all or nothing, but this is our final year with Sam Howell, and probably our final year that we're expecting to potentially go undefeated. Any other year will happen, it'll be a surprise. This year, it's like, all right, we're going to do what's most likely to be this year with Howell 99. I mean, we do have Jeremy Johnson, who's outrageous. 94 speed, 88 sophomore. So for the final 2 years, there's looks like we'll be in good hands. But you really want to win with Howell. 91 running back there, wide receivers. Great room, no dominant guy. Waiting for Ryan, to step up. That'll be probably in a year or two's time. Morales there, 88 tight end, really solid. O-line, 88, 99 for Joshua Ezeudu at guard. Probably butchered that, but hey, hell of a player. Happy to have him there. 86 and 8. O-line's outstanding. D-line, Taylor is an 87. I don't know why he's still back there. Fox is a 90. Hester 88, Jackson 84, Gray 85, Desmond Evans 90 overall. Big 6'6", long, lengthy edge rusher coming off the side there. Still, again, I don't know what's going on with Murphy, why he won't, stick around as a starter. I'm going to keep giving him reps, giving him opportunities to play for sure. It's just so much depth there on that defensive line, which is good. Always a good problem to have. Ducks up to a 94, McMichael 92, Tony Grimes 89, 93 for Chapman, 89 for Kelly. So overall, just an outstanding defense with an outstanding quarterback. I like all of those things to mesh well to finish out this season strong and not lose to goddamn Duke and Georgia Tech. You know what I'm saying? We don't really need the QB there, even though he's interested in us. We're fine. So we're going to go in here heavy on the D-line. Everyone here is over 75 plus. So it'd be a huge recruiting class. If we can come down with it, I think we should be pretty good when the punter's probably the most unrealistic target on a recruiting list. All right, I started this sim, went to go eat. No idea if we have any wins. We're undefeated, 12-0. We're looking for 12-0. Got 8 consecutive. It's not good. 8 consecutive wins. We are a 2-loss squad with maybe a chance to win. If we win the ACC, beat number 3 Florida State, there's a chance. Outside looking in. Let's see. Top 2 teams. Hopefully they're not undefeated. They're all 1-loss squads. Oregon, Michigan, Florida State. You know, we need Oregon to beat USC, so we're not competing with them for the jump. We need. This is going to be tough. This is going to be because, like, Arkansas needs to lose to Florida. But if number 9 Florida wins, okay, they're 3 losses. So we need Arkansas to lose to Florida. We need USC to lose to Oregon. We got to beat Florida State. And hopefully Michigan falls. You know, there could be something we're saying that if we beat Florida State, and even if Michigan wins, I mean, we could have a stronger 10-2 than them. I don't know. Let's just figure this out first, and then we'll look at the career summary of Sam Howell. As you know, if we can't get to the Natty, this is it. Doesn't even play there now. I think he's at UCLA, but Charbonnet won the Heisman. We did beat Florida State. Moment of truth. Oh, we got 3 first team out. We had some results go our way. We win our 2nd ACC title. Let's look at it. What happened? What didn't go our way? Oregon won, which is fine. Michigan beat Nebraska. So, like, everything Florida beat Arkansas, which we need to happen. Oregon beat USC. It just came down to the fact that, the one loss separating us and Michigan is the difference maker. Good thing is, we did see the sophomore quarterback, 88. We might have another chance with him, like to still, kind of compete and contend within this little 5-year bubble. Howell, in his final season in college football, 3,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 picks. Probably should be, a top 5 pick. 1,200 yards, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns for Henderson. Over 1,000 yards, 14 tutties for Brown. 970 and 10 for Josh Downs there. Defensively, Evans, huge production. 98 tackles, 11 TFLs. We got 6.5 sacks, 26 TFLs from the Jesus Christ. What is that build? He's a bowling ball, a human bowling ball. Has been our most productive defender here in year 3 of this rebuild. Unfortunately, I couldn't give 2 shits about this. I still have faith that even once Howell moves on to the NFL, we're going to be competitive for these next 2 years. Our window for a natty is still there until the very end of this rebuild. So we finished here. Sam Howell, all-time leader in passing yards, beating out Houston Texan legend TJ Yates. Broke his own record for school passing tutties. We won the Orange Bowl again, 34-30. Close game against Indiana. Let's see what we got here. Battle of 2 future NFL quarterbacks for the most. Obviously, I think different perspectives. I don't know if Penix Jr. is going to be a first-rounder or not, but he was solid. But Howell, if this is his final moment, 4 touchdowns, no picks, hell of a way to go out and giving your team a little bit of boost for year 4. Oh! No, not Ryan. Going to Coastal Carolina. Okay, well, first of all, we got Desmond Evans, who fits within the parameters that we can convince a player to come back as long as they're in the first 3 rounds. But no, not Ryan. Azidu going, Sam Howell going first round, Duck 3rd, 5th for Chapman and McMichael in the secondary. Montelis at right tackle going the 7th round. Damari Fox, 7th rounder as well. But not Ryan. What's a bigger loss, losing Sam Howell or losing the legendary Ryan? Unbelievable. So for our signing day, at this point, this is probably going to be the last class that might have a chance at making an impact. Top 3. Let the computer kind of take over a little bit. We padded our numbers there with 15 3-stars. But we get the 1-5, the 7 4-stars. My God, that's like an all-time class for Michigan. 5 5-stars, 11 4-stars. That's really scary. But hey, we made a huge jump in our overall recruiting class. We will find a way to carry on without Sam Howell now pulling the strings. Got a 78 guard, 74 outside linebacker, 79 middle linebacker, 75 DN, 78 tackle, 78 middle linebacker, 76 athlete, who I think he's a wideout. That's very slim. 5'11", 163. All right, we got Tutu Atwell over here, for God's sakes. Yeah, happy with this class, man. Very happy with it. All right, year 4, the rebound. This is not a rebuild within a rebuild. This is a rebound because we have moved on from Sam Howell to Jeremy Johnson, who I don't know what he's doing. He must be training in Mexico because he is going up in insane amounts of overalls for not playing. He's a 97 overall, 95 speed quarterback, 6'2", 192, white lightning. We'll pretty much call him here. Accuracy 88, 87. Not a cannon of an arm, but hey, sure. Definitely can win with this kid. Running back Henderson's up to a 96 at wide receiver. Downs an All-American 97. Brown also another All-American 93. So this is easily the best wide receiver core we've had at any point during this rebuild. Just receivers in general with, 3 guys that are over 85, 2 in the 90s at the tight end spot. O-line 86, 86, 90, 82, and 87. So it's solid. We got probably led by Baker here, the All-American. Defensively, we got Bingley Jones, 91, Rucker, 91, 93 for Kevin Hester as well, another All-American. Linebacker core, 88, 89, and 95 for Desmond Evans, our leading tackler from a year ago. Secondary, we have Grimes, 93, Egbuna, 92. High-end outside corners. Should be able to lock down a lot of guys. Conley, 89. Roseman, 93. Again, we can win. We're going to have all 5 years of this rebuild. Year 4 here now. No different. Aspirations of going that undefeated and going to that natty. All right, year 4. First year post Sam Howell. It's going to be big. I think we're going to be pretty good. I think maybe a loss or two. I wasn't fully paying attention. Recruiting class looks great when a fullback. Obviously, we still have a chance with both these players. But right off the board, okay, computer did a great job handling my big board. Don't fuck this up. Undefeated. I'm not even going to check. Don't mess this up. Come on. 8-4 Florida State. What the irony that the first year that Sam Howell leaves, like the reason why I picked North Carolina. First year that he's gone, we go undefeated. And nice, we're able to beat Florida State 38-16. We're going to the national championship. You better believe I'm hopping in. And we'll at least Papa Barrett play the moments and get maybe a drive or two in if need be. Johnson, our quarterback, came 3rd in the Heisman. So I'm excited to see. Let's add that to the profile there. You got the Maxwell Award, Davey O'Brien Award. Got that. I'm not going to show love to the punters. That's not stuffing up my trophy case. But, oh, what? What? Florida Atlantic? Okay. Sure. What have they done this year? Okay, Posey at quarterback, 33 tutties. Wasn't he a transfer made Florida State? Something like that. Hell of a running back. McManaman. 9 picks for Cook on the back end of the deep. Okay, they got some. Look at who they beat though. This is hey, we've done a couple of rebuilds where we've had a lot of success with maybe not the strongest schedule. They beat Texas A&M. That's about it. That's their best victory. Looking at our schedule, we beat ranked Army, always awkward to play. We beat Iowa, Virginia Tech, Miami, ranked Pitt, ranked Georgia Tech, Florida State. Let's be honest, clearly one team belongs. The other team will be pretty embarrassing if we were able to put it all together. And look at Jeremy Johnson. 47. He has 47 touchdowns and he came 3rd in the Heisman? Ridiculous. And he also had 50-plus touchdowns. I think we got robbed there, Chief, of our Heisman. Downs, 1,200 yards, 20 touchdowns. Great production for all 3 of our wide receivers. Defensively, Evans led the team in tackles again. 6.5 Bingley, Jones, 5 picks, Jaquarius Conley in that secondary. But come on, man, we have absolutely got to mop the floor. Florida Atlantic and the Natty. And they're not like a cupcake team. 88 overall is not bad at all, but we're 99s across the board. I'm expecting 2-score minimum victory. All right, let's go, man. Mac Brown, get your new breadwinner at quarterback. And this would be an all-time loss if you have like the Cinderella story of Florida Atlantic in a prestigious program like North Carolina, great Lawrence Taylor. looking down from probably the press box because he's still with us presently. He's going to be hoping that they can do and handle the job here. Florida Atlantic starts out hot, gets the opening score of the game. I'm pretty kind of worried. Great English, because I don't know. This doesn't look good. We kick a field goal, chip back into the lead. Right now, that Florida Atlantic rushing offense, very difficult to stop. Down 7, going into the second half. I feel like I'm definitely going to have to hop in a drive here at some point, just to see how good this QB is. That's coming on this drive. Okay, we just hit the filthy stiff arm. Great start. There we go. Improvisational play, such a good... We got 95 speed. You can do a lot of things beyond the line of scrimmage. Hits Dan Cutler, first down. Oh, go. Look at that blocking. Selflessness from the wide receiver there as Josh Henderson takes it 36 yards. This is where the big difference should come, is the line of scrimmage. Anytime you have a Cinderella team, the number one thing that always holds them back is that when a Cinderella team goes up against big Power 5 school, the line of scrimmage battle is always like day and night. Like I'm thinking, if Coastal Carolina last year in real life had a chance, like half the people at O-line were like 280 pounds. Put them against Alabama, I don't know, man. I just don't think there's enough ways to scheme for these different types of athletes. And that's what should happen in this game. If this game ever happened, I think the line of scrimmage battle would be so overwhelmingly in favor of North Carolina, it just wouldn't be a competitive game. But hey, big stop there for them. Good throw on the run. Hits Cutler, first down. Boom, tutty. Downs. Got 20 touchdowns. There's touchdown 21. Pretty much impossible to cover. As Jeremy Johnson, outstanding game. Over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Broke the score, shattered the record. That is his 50th touchdown on the season. I'll say this, man. Let's go ahead into the game. See if they can hold on. Oh, no. Hey, we got it. I did not think when we were doing this rebuild that it'd be the replacement for Sam Howell. That's like the defining moment of the rebuild. But Jeremy Johnson, outstanding. Is that a real guy? Was he part of my first recruiting class, or was he already like a freshman on the roster? I'm going to Google that in the background because I'm genuinely intrigued. If this Jeremy Johnson is an actual, let's see, Jeremy Johnson, North Carolina. I think this is a fake guy. Yeah, you type in Jeremy Johnson, North Carolina on Google, you're getting a LinkedIn profile to a project manager. So this guy here, generated monster, UNC, Mac Brown, national champions. We still got one more year to run it back, hoping Johnson doesn't declare, though. Respect this dude. Let's look at all the new records Jeremy Johnson now holds, like 50 tutties. Downs, broke the touchdown record from a year ago. Career touchdown record as well as we enter the offseason as your national champions. Worried for a minute that Johnson would declare. Still not there, which I'm happy to see. Losing all of our seniors. Both of our juniors fit the, let's guarantee, I don't know. Could be at least a 3rd-round pick. Sure. Both the players that were projected, we are able to get them to come back. We are losing a linebacker there to transfer. And some of our good players, productive players. But QB1 is returning. That's the most important thing that happened this offseason. Final recruiting class, just outside the top 10, coming number 11. We did get a 5-star, a couple 4-stars. Our 5-star was a number 1 athlete, pretty much every position. I think he's, could be wide out, could be quarterback. Maybe look at safety, somewhere in that range. Got a couple 4-stars there. Safety's another athlete, a couple linemen. Not, again, I don't know if any of these guys are going to play at any point in this rebuild, but for our final class, I'll take it. The biggest news as we go to year 5 as your defending national champions, open up at number 1. Our squad is very good, right? We got returning quarterback, Heisman. Should win the Heisman. Should be favored for the Heisman. And Jeremy Johnson, 99, 94, 93, 91 at the running back room. 99 Josh Downs, 21 touchdowns a year ago. 95, 94, ridiculous. 390 tight ends. O-line 84, 91, 89, 86, and 90. One of the best offensive lines. Going to be like the top O-line in the ACC. Defensively, 97, 90, 95. What? 93, 94, 81. Okay, a little bit of a weak link at right outside linebacker. Secondary, 95, 91, at least on the outside. 94, and a perfect 99 for Cam Roseman at strong safety. Even the special teams are solid. All of those pale in comparison to the hire that we now have pulling the strings on the offense Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin has committed to North Carolina, and he is going to lead us to back-to-back national championships. And for our final season, Mac Brown. Lane Kiffin can't go up any other because he's already S-tier coach. Huge recruiting class, and we go undefeated. We do have to get past Maryland. There's a chance there could be an all-time upset there, but it's looking like we're going to have an opportunity to defend our national championship. We'll look at the stats and all that stuff after the ACC championship game. Johnson, runner-up to, if you use any of these classes, I guarantee if you play college football ramp, you know who Lyneth Whitehead is. He wins the Heisman every fucking year, man. Johnson, a runner-up. Got the ACC championship. Happy with that. Just kicked it. We absolutely just bodied. I think we put up 50. I don't even need to see it. I don't even care. I'm pretty sure we put up 50 against Maryland, which we should have. Looking at our stats as we get ready against Wisconsin. Johnson, 3,100 yards, 40 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We had 2,000-yard rushers. What are these? These numbers are astounding. Gosnell over 1,000 yards, 17 touchdowns for Josh Downs. On the defensive side, Nate Jackson, remember? He was like really crazy athlete that I didn't really know where I could put him. Led the team in tackles. 4.5 there for Bingley Jones. 5 picks. Tony Grimes, 4 for 99 overall safety, Roseman. So really good numbers across the board. And, let's get a tail of tape. The national championship game has been set. At least it's not as weird as Florida Atlantic. Big time advantages going to North Carolina from a team standpoint. But Corso's actually taking Wisconsin in this one. Who's Wisconsin? What have they done? We've just kicked the shit out of every team pretty much this season. And there's the ACC championship game. ACC legit conference, and the second best team, well, I mean, maybe not the second best, but at least for how the conferences and all that stuff worked out, we'd put 59 on them. Wisconsin, let's see here. They beat Ohio State, Indiana, Michigan, Penn. Okay, they kind of they do have the loss against Illinois, which sticks out, but they beat Penn State twice. It's legit. It's definitely legit, but I don't think for one. Do they still have Mertz, I wonder? Let's get a quick look here. I'm just generally intrigued. Do they still have Graham Mertz at quarterback? He's another guy. I don't know if he'd be graduated by now. No, they don't. Yeah, he's gone. You got Campbell there. Good quarterback. Wide receivers aren't looking great. O-line's always going to be strong. That's always a strength of Wisconsin. Defense, 89, 90s. Linebackers are all in the 80s. Everyone in the secondaries, high 80s. Yeah, they're a solid team, but this should absolutely be back-to-back natties for UNC to finish out the rebuild. All right, they're deferring. I usually like to defer, but whatever. We're going to bring it to them. In the first quarter, we got an opening drive touchdown. It is going to be a very long day, I think, for Wisconsin. Their offense, like a lot of their major offensive categories, they're in like the high teens, 20s. We were top 10 in pretty much everything, running, passing. So we go into halftime. It's not, it's not out of reach, but it is looking fairly solid. Have not seen a lot of Wisconsin playing in North Carolina territory. We go to the fourth quarter, up 24-7. They make it a little bit competitive, get a garbage time. But I mean, we're head and shoulders the top team in college football, and we run it back-to-back national championships, North Carolina. So I did come in today a little disappointed that, I wanted to do Liberty and Malik Willis and do all that. But we came to UNC for Sam Howell, and we finished, and we're going to remember this man, Jeremy Johnson, as one of the best sim quarterbacks that we've had so far here in our NCAA. We're 10 rebuilds in. I mean, obviously still a lot more schools to go, but I do think we have our pace car of generated QBs here in Jeremy Johnson. 2 natties, 2 runner-ups for Heisman's. Very, very impressive. So that will do it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below what school you want to see next in the college football revamps. I will go with the most commented, requested school. Subscribe if it's your first time stopping by. Would love to hit 150,000 subs as we get on our way to the Madden 22 season. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Likes help with my video in the old YouTube algorithm. Very, very much so. So a like goes a very long way. Even if you hate the video, even if you hate North Carolina, if you enjoy my channel, a like is all I'm asking for. And I'll see you guys back in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace out.